Have you guys seen the new Attack on Titans trailers?
Hell no,
Oh my God, I've been
no,
wanting to watch it. I haven't seen it yet
no.
though.
You guys haven't watched
I
any of
avoided
them?
it. No, I avoided them because I really don't want anything spoiled.
Oh my God!
Like I want to go into it like raw.
It comes out in 3 days.
Yeah, no, I want to go into it raw though. Like no, nothing. I know nothing.
Damn. Well, I was gonna say the two trailers that they dropped. Jesus Christ!
It's
I saw
crazy.
some like mixed reviews on the ending, but
Yeah,
obviously nothing spoiled though.
yeah, I saw some very mixed reviews on the ending, but I don't know. I feel like as long as they didn't butcher it completely, it
Oh, what if
shouldn't
they
be too bad.
butcher it? Oh, it's the last 12 episodes ever. Ooh, they butcher it.
Nah, have you been watching Demon Slayer?
Of course.
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
I
Of course.
What episode is it? I've watched till 5. I think it's episode 5.
Yeah, I think you're caught up, or maybe it's at 6 now. You're basically caught up.
No, no, they didn't come out with one this past weekend.
Oh, well, yeah, I think you're pretty much caught up right now.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, what do you think of it right now?
It's okay. You know, it's a little slow for me in the first couple episodes, but it's getting
Yeah.
into it. It's getting into it now.
Dude, I feel like, well, compared to when I read the manga, like the anime itself is more like goofy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't really like take it serious. Like it has like serious moments, but it has its very like light moments.
Yeah.
I don't really know how I feel about that because I feel like because in the manga they portrayed it like very serious, like making their way to the the entertainment district, and then the whole when they were doing their whole shit in there without spoiling anything.
So you'd want it to be more serious?
I mean, yeah, I didn't like it how it was very lighthearted. I mean, it didn't ruin it, but
Yeah, it was lighthearted compared to like what just happened. They just lost Rengoku, and then it like traveled really fast. Like they're coping, I guess, was like super fast.
Oh, like getting over the death?
Yeah.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
no, it was no. Actually, no,
I
no.
mean, it
I
was
forgot. It
the
was,
whole first episode was like when he went to his dad's house.
yeah, it was. Did they say 3 years later? It
No, it wasn't years. I think it was months.
was 3 months.
Yeah, I think it was a couple months, not years.
It was something. Well, time had passed. So actually, no, that doesn't. That does. And it does make sense that they would be like moving on from that event.
I'm ready to
But
see
I,
what this ninja Hashira can do.
dude, that guy is
yeah.
insane.
I'm ready
Oh
for it.
man.
Nah, I had a
Nah.
controversial thing actually that had to do with the Demon Slayer. Well, it has not really Demon Slayer, but just anime in general.
What?
It was this was so I was already thinking this way before, but I saw this video from Penguins from Charlie. It was like the thing I hate about anime.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys see that video?
Nah, I haven't
Nah.
seen it.
No. Well, he kind of goes over the fact that like adolescence. You know how anime is usually about like it's usually portrayed around like a young person, right? And
Hmm.
then sometimes they go to adulthood, and sometimes they just usually they're them being like young kids or whatever.
Yeah.
In that video, he kind of talks about how the one thing he hates about anime is that they do a lot of like adult shit, and they're kids. Even though if they were adults in that same like plot or storyline, it would be the same thing. But they always make the plots around like these young children, and it's almost a lot of times it's always like some weirdly sexual thing that they do that could be done in the same manner, but not in like this like really weird, like leaves a bad taste in your mouth type of way if they were adults, but they always cast them as children. And in one of the episodes, like Demon Slayer had not done it at all until I saw this episode. It was like episode 4, and there was like the new Hashira. He was a Hashira, right? The ninja
Yeah.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
He's like this might be a little spoilers, but he like he's kidnapping one of like the caretakers, right?
Yeah, yeah, he
Oh,
You,
the
was. He
people at
was.
the temple? Yeah.
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
yeah. And he has this young girl on like carrying her, and just out of nowhere just slaps her ass.
I remember that. I remember thinking that.
She's
I was
like
like, that was so weird.
young.
Like, what is the reason to add that in there? That was just so unnecessary.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, like, why? Why? Like, this is so weird. Like,
Yeah, that is kind of weird when I'm thinking about it.
and it's not even that. It was mainly on this one. It was like, this was like, I think I just finished watching Naruto, like just the first one, and not
Hmm.
Shippuden, but like the very first one. And I was like, let me try another anime. And Netflix has Seven Deadly Sins,
Yeah.
and in this one, it's like to the next level. It's what got me like thinking about just this in general. Like, you know how anime has like this like already has this portrayal of like degenerates only watch anime, like people just from the outside who've never watched like an anime,
Yeah.
like just
Like
degenerate, all these
weirdos. Like
losers. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If anybody ever thought that and they watched Seven Deadly Sins, they would 100% believe that.
Oh,
Because
100%. There's a bunch of anime like that
Yeah.
holy
that are just
fuck,
extra sexual for no type reason.
it was I had to stop watching it. It was interesting, but I just had to stop because it just always left a bad taste in my mouth.
Nah, yeah.
Like they
I've seen that one. That one in particular is very just very extra with all that.
and it's like so blatant. It's like actual, like just straight up like weird sexual assault type shit.
Yeah, and
That
then
it's
some
just like
anime just
what?
take it to the whole next level with making their main characters like super like pervy.
Yeah, like it's always young. Like why? Like they could be old and maybe it's still in the same like at least in the Seven Deadly Sins, it could still be like weird like that. But like if the character's like much older, it it's less weird if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
it's always like young children type people who are like in those scenarios.
Yeah, but I think the reason for them to for like all the animes for usually to cast, well not to cast, but like for have their main characters and all the side characters be very young is to like get that younger audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That's kind of sus. I don't know.
He, yeah,
That's
he
very.
mentioned that. He's like in I think it was Assassination Classroom. That's an anime, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one.
Is like one where it's like they're what are they, middle schoolers?
Something like that.
I think they're high school in that.
They're not adults, but they could easily be adults. And actually no, that's one of the ones where it makes sense that they're like
Yeah,
young.
Assassination Classroom, they were like in high school. That one show wasn't really that pervy.
Yeah, yeah. But that makes sense, right? It's based around in a classroom.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But a lot of these other ones like doesn't really it wouldn't really hurt if they were adults. And then they like maybe did some like they were fucking with a chick or something. But it's
Oh,
always these
Kevin, you know
young.
what that reminds me of?
Which one?
Of Tokyo Revengers being gangsters, but they're fucking
Oh,
kids.
yeah, that is true. Oh
What the
my
fuck?
god.
Yo, that is I didn't fucking realize that.
That's
Like
crazy because
it's
in this show too, they'd be like, "Oh, back when we were 12."
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like
And they're
in
only
the
like 15.
yeah, they're only 15 now. It was like back when we were 12, we fucking did some
They'd
crazy
be
shit. They were
fucking
like,
gang banging.
they were driving cars.
No, they're driving bikes. They drive motorcycles around everywhere.
Yeah. Nah, bruh. They
And
was
they were
doing.
just
Yeah.
gang banging on people, bro. They would be fucking them up. And they were
Oh my
fucking
god.
kids.
Dude, they're having like straight up. People died too. Oh
Yeah,
my
like wars, like
god.
big ass brawls. They'd be having
Nah.
like stabbing each other and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god. Nah, you gotta watch Tokyo Revengers, dude. That
Nah, bro,
shit.
that would get your perspective on this to the next level.
Yeah, that would. Nah, the people who be creating these shows, nah, they gotta be on some like some
Some
crazy
type of
shit.
drugs, yo.
That I saw one theory, or actually there's a bunch of them. But one of them is like there's in Japan they're having like a really hard time getting people to have sex or like getting like couples together.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
And one of the things is like through anime, and I've seen two sides to this theory. Is like one is like they're trying to like get people to like I don't know open up by showing them these like sexual fucking things you could do in anime.
Hmm.
Maybe they can be like, oh, maybe I can do that. But yesterday when I was talking to my friend about this, we were talking about it, and he said that it would actually do the opposite because people would instead of like going like, "Oh, I could do this, maybe I could try it." They'll just fucking use it as material to beat off, and like by watching anime. So they'll just go on some like fucking hentai site instead, and then it could also add to that like fire where like people aren't going out and doing shit.
Ah, dude, people are insane. They're just trying to get the money. They want the views for the money. That's what it is.
But it's kind of weird to use kids for sexualizing things.
That is.
I never really realized it like that. But there's not much shows that do it. I think, like,
I think a lot of shows do it.
a
Yeah, like
lot.
even
I know there's a lot, but not a lot of popular ones. Like give an example. Like, what's it called? Nah, nah. Wait, what is it called? Like My
even
Hero
Naruto, I think.
Academia. Like they're kids, but they're not sexualized in any way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like Attack on Titans didn't do it.
Attack
Didn't
on
really do
Titan,
it.
they're like teenagers.
Yeah, but then
I
now
think
they're
there
adults,
there
so
are
like
s- there are like few that are like, okay,
like even Demon Slayer. What was the point of adding that scene?
yeah.
I was like, why? So weird.
I mean, they keep calling that guy grandpa, so I can't tell if he's really old or not. The Hashira?
Yeah,
Yeah, they keep saying grandpa and stuff, so I don't know if he's actually like an old guy or is he young but just looks old.
The new one? Wait, you talking about the new one?
That yeah, the ninja.
I don't think he's old. I mean, he looks
They
young.
call him Gramps.
Oh, I mean, you're probably just making fun of him just because. But I don't think he's actually old. Yo, I saw this one thing. This one TikTok actually blew my mind that I did not know this was a real thing.
But
There was a there was like something about like the way people think and the way they like process information in words. Like it's called an inner monologue. Have you heard of that?
yeah, like they're doing animes when they talk to each other.
Yeah. Have you heard of that? Have you
Okay,
heard of that,
okay,
Vic?
yeah.
no, I don't think
Like
so.
it's basically like do you hear like when you read something, do you hear your own voice back to you in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, because there is like a supposedly that there's like half of the population or something like that that does not process information like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like like when they read, like they don't hear a voice in their heads. Like they just like process the words. You know what I mean?
I
Wait.
think I do know what you mean.
Like if you type it up, it's
But
like inner monologue. Uh, like some people don't think like that. Like their brain is just silent.
So are we better than those people?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't.
Wait, do you have an inner monologue?
Yeah, but
Ah.
I guess there's supposedly there are people that just don't. That's kind of weird. That's kind of crazy though. It's like something you don't think about or like you would never bring up with someone else.
I need to ask people that interview them.
Be like,
See,
like when you read, do you think of something? Like, do you
yeah.
hear your own voice?
I think I saw something from it similar to that, where it was like some people hear their own voice, some people see pictures,
yeah, there's like
Yeah.
people who have like
something like that.
picture
I don't know if
memory.
that was the same thing or not.
No, it's like it's how you memorize stuff. I think is what you're referring to. It's like people memorize stuff in like frames, like frame by frame. Others memorize things just by like I don't know, like association, and then others in some other ways. There's like a decent amount of ways to memorize stuff. I think like the best one is like if you're like if you have autism, I think you do it frame by frame. Is how you memorize stuff. I'm not too sure certain
I
though.
saw I saw another TikTok where it's like skits. People like they're like it's like a real science thing. It's like what they hear in their heads. It's like a bunch of voices, like analyzing things around them. Like it's
What?
super interesting. Like they're like this is what like schizophrenic people hear in their head. And like it was someone walking through the mall and his mind was just pointing out everything, but he had different voices talking about separate things at the same time. Like he'd be like one voice would be like, "Oh, look at this tree, it's so nice and pretty," but the other voice would be like, "Oh, that store is over there. I want to go to that one." It was so interesting. I don't know. They
Oh,
hear like a bunch of voices in their head telling them different things. And they're like, imagine hearing that all day, every day. That should be exhausting.
that shit. I don't even know how you would be able to sleep. Like sometimes I'd be having trouble sleeping because I'd be really like it's like myself just like having conversations,
Can you
just
sleep
like
with noise
thinking
on,
about
or do
stuff
you sleep silently?
silently. But sometimes I put noise on. I usually don't though.
You, Vic?
I usually just if I have white noise, I'll block it pretty fast, like a fan or something. I won't even notice.
Yo, I put on shows like on full blast on my phone to go to sleep.
Nah, I can't do that. I've tried doing
Yeah.
that, like actual shows and stuff, but nah, I can't.
Like I'll put shows like probably like The Office or like The Big Bang Theory just in the background, just fucking playing, and I go to sleep that way.
I don't
Like
know.
literally like on like almost full volume, just like blasting.
Jesus.
I can't go to sleep without it. I don't know why.
I don't know. The most I do is rain sounds. That's it.
Oh, Vic, did you see the telescope I was talking to Sebas about?
The telescope? The new
Yes,
one?
yes.
I saw that they launched that shit.
They launched it. Do you know what it's supposed to do?
So, I don't know, just zoom into shit.
Nah, it's literally supposed to look at the first light of the Big Bang. Like look back that far.
That's the goal?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It can literally go, it's gonna travel so far away that from the Earth that it's gonna be able to look at the first light that the Big Bang produced.
Bro, how does that
It's,
even work though?
I
What
I
don't,
is
needed
it?
like a
that's
video
how it works.
explaining.
It's called space time. So like, for example, the sun that we're looking at is 8 minutes how it looked before. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. There's a
Yeah,
delay.
there's a delay. So the farther back you go is the farther you're seeing. So if you travel further from the Earth, you're gonna see back in time.
That's some like
Yeah. So like us pointing the telescope away from Earth will let us see the Big Bang. If we were at that destination, pointing it back to Earth and trying to look this way, we would see like the dinosaurs and shit like that.
the fuck.
Jesus.
It's a mind fuck, man.
What the fuck?
So is it? Yeah, I don't even know. Are they just gonna like take a recording of that? I don't even know how that would work. That's like
I don't know how it works either.
that make my brain explode. They need to worry about getting to Mars first. That's what they need to worry about.
Nah, I think I saw this one article that it was like NASA is I think hired like a bunch of I don't know what they were called, like some sort of anthropologists. It was like what is it? Religious anthropologists, some shit like that. And their goal was like so they put them on the payroll, and their goal was to find out what would be like the backlash or like the repercussions, or like how would people deal with learning that aliens were real? Like how would that affect society if once people find out aliens are real? What would be the repercussions of finding that out?
I feel like
And
it would be a split. Like everything. I feel like there'll be one side that's like, oh, let's be friends with them, and then one side that's like, oh, let's fight them.
but there would also be like religious complications too, and that I think is why they also went religious, because
Religious.
like religious and like they were like concerned with how people of religion would also like would deal with it, because Catholicism or Christianity or just religions in general are in that would I think aliens finding out aliens are real would come in conflict with people of religion and
Oh
like their
yeah.
belief.
Especially if the aliens just pull up and they're like, yeah, everything you know about religion is just lies and
I don't know about
Wait, is that a thing for religions, just to be like against aliens?
I have no idea, but uh,
Kevin,
I don't even know what you just said.
is it like against religions to be like against like against aliens or whatever? Like,
I don't think so. I mean, I don't
yeah,
see why it would.
I think most people don't, but I think I'd assume if you read the Bible, there would be like some complications, like oh shit, maybe the Bible was wrong in this aspect, or maybe it was right. I don't know. I haven't read the Bible.
Yeah, I feel like very few people would know the answer because I don't know anybody who's read the Bible.
You don't know it.
Probably the only the priest has read the Bible.
Yeah.
The whole book.
probably
Shit.
Johnny.
Bruh,
Yeah.
have you tried? Wait, have you tried reading the Bible though?
Fuck no, I never even picked up a Bible.
You can't just pick up a
That shit
Bible.
burns my hand.
I've actually tried reading the Bible. I was like, yo, I was one day I was just in my room because I got one in my room. I was like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna figure out what's going on in here. But I opened it up. It's just the text is like those like old words that are just like fairly formed in really strange sentences. It just doesn't make sense.
Like old Shakespeare shit.
Yeah, like old Shakespeare type of shit.
Mm.
Like there's actually like a certain way to read the Bible, but you have to like study it. It's like some hieroglyphic type shit that you got. Like
That's too much. That's too
yeah,
much work.
like phrases that are in the Bible of like the vocabulary of what it means for us is just completely different. Like they throw it out the window.
Yeah,
Uh,
people be quoting the Bible in some random ass fucking verse with no
Yeah,
context.
they
You're supposed to
memorize it.
believe it. Yeah, they're
They're like,
memorizing certain
yeah,
verses
yeah. They put up a verse that's like refers to the situation that they're like in at the moment, and it's
with,
so like, what the fuck?
with no context to any.
Yeah,
Like
they
the
just
verse
say
could be
like,
some stupid shit.
yeah. I don't know what I guess the names of the in the Bible are like saints or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, but they be like the name and like 132, and it's like what? It'd be like Joseph 132 right there. I'm like,
Yeah, and
what?
it'd be like fucking Jesus loves thou, and then it'd be like, but there's no context. Like, why did Jesus say that? But it's
Why
supposed to
does
make
Jesus
sense.
love you?
Yeah.
yeah, also the Bible is not even like chronological order all the way. So that's like another problem. Like you try reading it, like this shit goes back and forth. It's like Star Wars.
Mm.
Ooh,
Uh,
I like that. I saw something similar to what Victor's talking about. Kevin, you saw the movie Don't Look Up, right?
nah, I've been wanting to watch it though.
You haven't? Have you,
Nah.
Vic?
No.
Oh my God. All right, so basically goes into like how society would act if there was a comet heading right towards Earth. And it like literally came for everybody in the US, like every stereotype, every like everybody, like the right wing, the left wing, everybody, and what how they would react to it. And obviously the right in the movie, I guess, would listen to the president when the president says don't freak out, don't do anything. But the left listens to science, be like, yo, it's heading towards Earth, listen to the scientists. But then it also came up with the fact that rich people, like billionaires, people that fund politicians' campaigns, would want to mine the diamond as well, the comet. And it was so interesting, like how everybody would look at the situation, and like I don't know, it just tells you like how
Yeah.
divided we are actually in situations like that.
Yeah, some
Basically, like the
people.
pandemic, it literally like that's what it was referring to.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Some people are gonna look at this situation and be like, how can I capitalize on this and make money off of it? Like, what can I create out of this or sell?
Hmm.
And some people will be like, oh, the people first. We need to. Where's the National Guard at? What's the president doing? Why isn't he helping right now?
Guess what though? At the end of the day, that that Republican Party and the Democratic Party and the rich, they're all working together. They're just saying different shit, but they're all there for the same
Ooh,
goal. They all want the
Yo,
diamond.
that's right.
that is
That's
true.
right.
It's
They all want
true.
the monies
It's true. They're all just on the same team. We're just on different sides.
on different sides of
Think,
the field.
yeah, thinking we're supporting some different shit, but at the end, we're just supporting the same shit.
Nah, they walling. Did you see the like how they were the whole House of Representatives were like got caught for insider trading?
I
Yeah, I
saw
saw
that.
some shit like
I saw that Nancy Pelosi was insider trading.
Yeah, 'cause they what are they? They sell or bought a bunch of stock in oil companies
yeah,
before they knew like a deal was gonna happen. And they said it
yeah,
and then they try to like cover it up, like swindle their way out by saying, like, "Oh, it's a free market or whatever the fuck. We should be
yeah,
able to do this."
yeah. Recently, she was in like asked the question during a press conference, and they asked her like, "Do you support the bill that would ban insider trading?" And she just straight up said, "Oh no, there was it was the question was like, do you think people in Congress should not be insider trading, and she said they should absolutely be able to be insider trading because it's a free market without just straight up just like that. No nothing else. Obviously, she benefits from knowing information before the public does, so she can make moves before anybody else makes moves because she's the one orchestrating the moves. Basically, she knows she has her hands on almost all of that shit.
Dude,
But
that's literally a cheat code.
it is.
That's like real life GTA cheat code. Like she just controls. She
She
knows
just
the
knows.
secrets.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
knows, and then she just makes the moves. There was this one Nancy Pelosi tracker. I don't know if you guys saw it. I think it was like popular on TikTok. It was like this thing. It was this page on Twitter. And it got banned recently because I don't know if you guys know, but Twitter got a new CEO, and he's like he's more he has different. He has like he's more restrictive on free speech. Like he's quick to like disregard free speech. And so like he made some new rules, and like this Nancy Pelosi tracker, all it did was basically every move Nancy Pelosi makes is public knowledge, every single move, and you can know what move she's making. Uh, and all this, it was like a bot, and all it did was just whenever Nancy Pelosi did something in the stock market, it would upload it to Twitter, and it would say like this is what she did at what time, whatever the fuck. And people on TikTok, what they started doing was just blindly following whatever the bot said Nancy Pelosi was doing, which is what she was actually doing, and they actually started making money, like decent money, by just blindly following moves that she was making, which is all public knowledge, and it ended up getting banned. But it went to show like the moves she's making are smart moves, but it's because she knows what she's doing because she knows shit ahead of time.
Damn,
I
that's
think all her
crazy.
stock purchases and everything are still public though.
Yeah, no, it's all public. It's just
Yeah, yeah, people really do follow them.
yeah, this spot all it did was just bring it up to light, like
Yeah.
even more, like just make it very easily accessible, and they just ended up banning it obviously because this new Twitter CEO is like quick to like stomp on things, even though it might be most people might see it as free speech.
I typed in Nancy Pelosi tracker on Google, and the first article I see is Nancy Pelosi 2021 Wall Street Trader of the Year.
Mhm.
Fuck out of
Got
here,
the hookup.
dog.
Bruh.
She's 81 years old. She's a fucking lizard. There's no way.
The article is from Jacob Magus says thanks to her investing prowess, the Speaker of the House wealth grew by an estimated 16.7 million in 2020. Oh
Fuck out of
my
here.
God! Just as
We gotta
millions of
start following
Americans
her trades,
fell in
man.
poverty.
We gotta start
Jesus.
putting in what she puts in.
Word, I'm about to follow There's a There's a house, Nancy Pelosi's house stock watcher. I'm about to start following that.
Okay, so the metaverse was a thing, right? We know this. It's been a
Y-
thing for a minute.
Yeah.
But now, like, I feel like it's actually going into like it's getting its foot in the door with corporations. Because Samsung now created a virtual store inside the metaverse where you can actually check it out, and it's the actual store in New York City, and you could actually like buy things from the metaverse. Like, you
Ooh.
can go in VR, you be there in the store, and you can like check out different things that you like, and like order them, and now they'll be like delivered to you and all that stuff. So shopping in that way.
I think I saw that for Walmart also, where they had like their own metaverse store. They're like,
Oh, I didn't see that one.
How Walmart gonna have like their own like virtual store where you can just buy stuff but don't have
That'd be
Apple Pay?
crazy.
They're
Dude,
like,
if
how
you're just
y'all
in
don't have Apple
Walmart,
Pay?
Yeah, dude, this could be the future of shopping, just going into the metaverse, picking it out, having it delivered. And you could like pick it up and see it, you know? Obviously not really feel it, but you can like see the details of everything.
Yeah, instead of cashiers like checking people out, people are just gonna buy stuff on their phone, and instead of cashiers, it's just gonna like they're just gonna grab the stuff and bring it to the front.
Mhm.
that'd be fucking crazy.
Mhm.
Just I'm gonna go to Walmart, just put a fucking headset on, go into the fucking metaverse.
Yeah, people are just gonna go pick shit up.
That's right. And then another thing people were getting kind of riled up. Not, no, they weren't getting mad about the first thing, but this thing pissed a lot of people off. So NFTs, right? Huge thing.
Fuck out of here.
Maybe a scam. Who knows? Just for
It's a
the
scam,
rich. Just for the rich. NFTs are now announced by Ubisoft going to be incorporated into video games now.
bruh.
Announced by Ubisoft. Do you see this?
I did see that. Didn't they get roasted for doing that?
Yeah, they got destroyed. But then I saw a video was like the CEO of Ubisoft came out like on Twitter or something, said a statement, and he was like, "I know we have a lot of negative feedback, and I appreciate all the negative feedback, but I truly believe this is the future of gaming." And like he literally said, "Fuck off, we're gonna do it either way."
Damn.
Yeah. So now in the future they plan on introducing NFTs and collectibles like that into video games as another like stream of revenue and shit to like milk people.
I mean, you gotta respect it. He's going. He's not backing out. He's just keep going with it.
Yeah, I don't
Eventually, it's gonna
understand that.
happen.
I feel like they're gonna open the doors like for every other gaming company, like EA, just to put it into like FIFA, Madden, and all that shit.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And like kids are gonna be like, "Oh, I want that Cristiano card or whatever." You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Someone has
And
to
people are like,
start it.
yeah, fucking hating on it.
Don't we already technically like people? You buy skins on like how you buy a
Like,
skin
no, but
on
these are
Decentraland?
NFTs, Victor. These are NFTs.
There's
Yeah.
They
NFT.
have a chance of growing in value, even though they're fucking worthless.
We already technically do that shit with skins. It's just like they NFT. What is it? It's they tell non-fungible token, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah,
And all it does is assign you that you're the owner of this fucking product
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck. And when you go and buy a skin, you now own that product. And or basically you get like a key. Your account gets a key that says this person owns this skin, and so it'll go into the data systems, and you'll get the key, and then it'll be attached to your player card, and then now you have access to the skin, and then voila, it's your skin.
Exactly. It's your skin and nobody else's skin.
Exactly.
Imagine buying the knife on Valorant and you have it, and nobody else
Yeah,
has it.
yeah, yeah. But this time with NFTs, it's a picture, and you own that picture. Nobody else owns the picture.
It's sad.
That's
Nah,
right.
They're
that's
also making
genius.
games, NFT games,
I've
where
seen
it's like
that.
you go in and you collect fucking coins, or I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, yeah. I actually played one. Probably like in the beginning of December. There was one called the Sandbox game. It's like really similar to reminded me of like Roblox, where you just go in and you would just like do missions, and those missions would give you sand, like that crypto, like Sandbox that game.
Yeah, I was also looking into the thing with the metaverse. Is like, how can people make money off the metaverse, right? And you guys watched the whole presentation with Mark Zuckerberg, right? Like he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, people can open shops and all that, blah blah blah." And I saw a thing like, obviously, I'm interested in like architecture and stuff like that, right? And it was like you can make hella money by
Building,
being commissioned to design within the metaverse people's houses.
yeah, building worlds
Yeah, and
or like clothes and
not
cosmetics and all
even
that.
worlds, just houses. Like
Yep.
people will be like, "Oh, it's my land. Design me a house in the metaverse," and like it'll be the easiest cash you ever made because you don't even have to go through any like legalities or anything. Just designing something fun.
Yeah, like the Vrchat worlds, like just make some crazy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, right now Roblox they got in some heat. This YouTuber made it's like I think 2 videos exposing them. And one of them was like one of their big things that they advertise for children is like for them to build them games. So like basically, like you can build games and get paid. Like they would advertise this. They took it out. They took it off. Like they would literally advertise almost exactly that wording. Like you can get paid if you build shit. And it was like you build games, and like people play it, right?
Hmm.
But like Roblox is like they just recently they went live on the stock market. You can trade Roblox. They're I think they're like 3 billion or some shit. Like they're one of the biggest games right now, and just in general, the biggest companies in the gaming. Kids would like spend like there's coding. They go to like some kids go to coding camps to learn how to build Roblox games or worlds, so that maybe they can get like their break in Roblox and like become creators in Roblox. Because apparently, like Roblox has like there's companies within, or like not companies, but like teams within Roblox that like meet through Discord or stuff like that,
Like their own
and like
developer teams.
yeah, developer teams, and they'll develop worlds, and they'll make some serious money. Some of them are like teens, but like
Damn.
they'll heavily advertise like basically children. They're basically exploiting children because there's some children like picture this, right? Because it's a game, so like none of this is like regulated. So like picture some kid, right? Is like maybe he played Roblox in the beginning, and like he's up to date with how to build worlds. Okay, and all of a sudden he owns a team of developers who make Roblox games or worlds. And this guy, this anonymous person who's a kid, is commanding a team and maybe even paying other younger children
No.
to make games, and he gets paid. And then he like
Damn.
will distribute like I don't know paycheck through like I don't know fucking Cash App or something. And the guy's like fucking like 15, leading a team of like 20-year-olds or 8-year-olds. I don't know what the fuck. Picture that shit.
He's a
Dude,
boss.
I'd imagine that. He probably pays them in Robux gift cards.
No, he does. He does. I think Roblox has this thing where you have to pay. You pay. A lot of them are paid in Roblox, and like
No
You can't
unless
even cash those Robux out for real money, can you?
you
Nah.
no,
Oh
you
my
can,
god.
but it has to be. I think the minimum is you have to have at least $1,000 worth of Roblox money. So like whatever $1,000 is equal in Roblox is the amount you're allowed to cash out at a time. So you have to at least have 1,000, and that shit can take a lot. You so like say you have 900, right? Then you make a game, and it made it like spontaneously it like popped off for some reason, right? It was decent, right? And like it was catching steam, and then another big developer within who makes games for Roblox saw that game. They have more resources and a bigger team, so they copy the same exact game and just make it better, and they advertise it. And now everybody left your game to play that same exact game, who was now developed by a bigger team, so it's much better. And now you're left with like 900 Roblox, $900 worth of Roblox money. You can't cash that out. You have to use that within like the Roblox community. So like you can buy skins, whatever the fuck, but you can't cash that money out unless it's 1,000.
Or I mean, probably what they could do is like they themselves buy Roblox, so they get themselves to $1,000 and then they cash it out.
I think I
That is
think
another option that might work, unless if it's like a separate like
I think
account.
it's separate. I think it's separate, and I think it's like it's the money you make. So it's like I think it's like developer money that you make. Some shit
Yeah,
like that.
if it's separate, then damn, they're screwed. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Just imagine that shit though. And like that's what these like cryptocurrency maps or games kind of remind me of is like they're kind of using you to exploit so you use their game, and then in a way you're adding value to these games. They're just exploiting you, and then
Mm.
their shit gets higher and higher.
Dude, that's
The
the wave
NFTs.
though, creating virtual worlds. Have you tried that? Have you looked into that?
No, no. I looked into the like architecture side of like just the house design thing a little bit, but not really much into the house.
I've looked into like going on Unreal Engine and
Mhm.
like looking at the interface and all that. Dude, that like the things that you can do on there is anything. It's crazy.
Mhm. I could literally go on to like learn it and just put myself like on Fiverr or some shit like that. Just like a metaverse interior designer or whatever.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah,
Yeah,
Metaverse
and like
interior designer.
yeah, and then people can like hire you to like design their house in the metaverse.
Yeah, Unreal Engine's really good. You should look into that. I've been. It has a really
That
good
shit
like learning market.
that shit overwhelms me though.
It is, it is. It's a lot. Like compared to when going on like on AutoCAD or like Revit, and then when I go like on Unreal Engine, I'm like, yo, this shit is insane.
It's free, right? All that shit's free.
Yeah, all of it's free, and the whole like learning system that they have, the tutorials and all that, they're like really good. Like they support it a lot. Like they want people to learn,
Yeah.
especially because like Unreal Engine uh is about to come out,
Mhm.
and like the updates that they have for it, like how like the new lighting and everything.
Oh,
It's
Unreal 5, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You can already do like play the beta, like the demo thing. Already like kind of look into it before it's like fully released.
Yeah.
But that shit's really good.
It's the same thing with NFTs. You're better off creating them than buying them.
Yeah. I mean, you could create NFTs on your phone.
Yeah,
On
literally.
anything.
They're not even like. I was thinking of one where just like a brick wall and it just changes for every image.
What
Yeah.
the
Like
fuck?
it could be like a Christmas brick wall, a graffiti brick wall. You feel me? I feel like
Yeah.
that shit would be fire, and everyone will buy it.
Yeah, just like one of those like looping animations that's just like
Yeah, exactly.
satisfying to watch.
Yeah. It's just like a
Wait,
brick wall at the end of the day, though. It's like a picture of like a cartoon
yeah.
brick wall.
There's this really cool artist. His name is Beeple. He does I think he uploads like a new NFT project like every day.
Is he on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, he was. I saw his thing.
Uh, I saw like an hour. That fuck that
Oh,
dude.
oh my God. Yeah,
Cool art.
his shit is like really good though.
Cool art.
He does it on Cinema 4D.
Yeah.
That shit's expensive though. That shit's like $1,000, more than like 2K a year or something like that.
What does he do? Like abstract art?
Yeah, I guess you could call it
Or is it
abstract
like,
art. It's just like
or is it like,
random shit.
or is it like actual like good ass drawing?
It's like 3D drawings of things.
What's his name again? Actually,
Uh,
never. I don't think I saw a picture. I think I was just listening through audio.
it's Beeple.
People.
Yeah, Beepl.
Let's
Very
see.
different, very wide variety of pictures.
Okay, so it's like it's actual decent art.
Yeah,
It's not like some fucking monkey.
yeah. Like it's just like I like it. I think it's nice.
Yeah, what the fuck? There's like a cock one.
Yeah, he's done some great. I think for like I think
Good art. Huh?
on the Joe Rogan podcast he gave him like some shit like that. He gave him like an Elon Musk uh statue or like some like weird shit.
And it's his now. He just owns it. I like the ones where people like go in and just fucking copy the image or save the image, and it's just a JPEG, bro.
Oh yeah,
And
they're like it's like it's mine now. Like I have
yeah,
it now too. I have it saved. I have it on my
yeah,
it's my wallpaper now.
dude. I saw this funny ass Twitter Twitter thread where there was this one dude was like on Twitter complaining about how his NFT account or some shit like that recently got stolen, hacked, and he had this picture of a monkey, and it was one of the NFTs he owned from that account. And somebody commented something like, "Bro, you have to delete that picture right now, dude. You don't own it anymore."
Like bro,
And the dude
you're
like, "You don't own it
violating the
anymore.
law.
Yeah, you just got hacked, bro. Like technically you don't own it anymore. You gotta delete it."
Yeah, it's like oh, not yours anymore. Everybody else has it.
Dude got hacked, and now it's just the NFT's not his,
Oh no.
not in his name.
What if the internet just some crazy just they removed like save image? That would take NFTs to like a whole another level. Like that just isn't on there on any other computer. Like you can't just save an image anymore.
That'd
Like
be fucking
Yo,
what
what if we're the ones that are wrong and they're right? Like
NFT
at the,
is.
yeah, and like one day just like take over the world.
How could I don't even know how NFT. I can't. I don't even care that
They
much.
work like stocks, man.
yeah,
Who?
literally
Yeah,
Why
like
would
it literally works. You buy it and then it either goes up in value or down in value.
who's deciding that though? Like, what?
I don't know.
People really? There's like a
It's just
billion
like demand, it's just like stocks. Like who decides that? Like like
foot of one,
cryptocurrency,
right?
like
Just one.
cryptocurrency.
I think
No, I mean they drop collections, yeah, but of one-on-ones.
I think what
Like
helps it
the monkeys were collections, and it was just one. Like every different monkey was just one that he released.
yeah, I think
And
what
it,
helps it also is that like they have a I guess kind of like a Patreon type of thing where they have like events and stuff and announcements and collabs and all those things and that's just what helps it boost it up.
yeah, it's like hype. It gets the money.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
just hype.
fucking
It's meme stocks. It's Dogecoin.
Yeah,
fucking influencers.
Um, but once it like has like I feel like once it gets into video games, like those NFTs that you buy are playable characters. I feel like that's when
That already feels
it'll
like
even
it.
skyrocket more.
I think that already happens. They're just attaching NFTs to the name.
No, cause like imagine like Valorant, for example, or like Apex. Like like one of those characters, like you own that character. You know what I mean? You can like
and no, like
come in and like you imagine you own Jet in Valorant. You're the only one that can play Jet.
I don't
okay,
think it's gonna get that
that's good.
serious.
No, it's not.
That's just messing with the game.
That is that'd be crazy though.
That's just changing the whole game.
Yeah, you own the whole character.
You own a fucking skin.
You own the world,
Like, what?
bruh.
What?
Those
Yeah.
things,
Oh yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
now I was saying that the whole creating the world thing of like or NFTs example, like if you make one and you sell it, for every other transaction that the other people keep selling it, you can also get a portion of that.
Yeah, you get a
So
percentage.
so it's like a never-ending cycle of just income
Money.
if your product keeps selling.
It's just the creator who makes money and fucking idiot who fucking buys it. It's just
Exactly.
maybe he gets lucky and someone purchases that shit from him.
I saw the thing where it was like, um, what happens to the guy that gets stuck with the NFT last that no one wants to buy anymore? It's like you're just fucked.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
bought it. He bought it, and he just can't sell anymore because no one wants it.
yeah. The point is just to try to sell it. You don't want to hold on to that shit. Apparently, the fucking art's that good. You gotta sell it, man. I did see this one thing talking about like selling. I didn't know this, but Roblox has it has like a shop, right? You could sell shit
Yeah.
and pay for it. Did you know that?
What do you mean, like
Uh,
make skins and you sell them?
Like you sell like items in the game. I guess like they drop in the game. Maybe
Uh-huh.
like I don't know. I think you get them
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
achievements or through loot boxes. I don't know what the fuck it is, but then you can actually pay for it, and like they hold. You can like if you're smart with it, you can trade it for like actual money. Like through that one system I said, where it's like if you have $1,000 worth, you can make a transaction.
Oh, I didn't know you could trade it for actual money, but
Yeah, like there's like really rare items in the game that go for like I don't know what the how what the actual you know how Mexico it's like 20 pesos equals $1.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what the translation from Roblox to dollar is, but it's like it's not bad. But I think there's like items in there like really rare that you could like I think it's like 100K worth in dollars if you have this item. And there's like a lot of items like that, and there's some that are even higher than that. But like
Right.
Roblox actually has like real value shit. There's like actual collectors in there that will like collect shit and like pay you for it. And you can trade it easily. It's not like you have to give them your account. You can trade it. And
Uh,
Roblox is deep in exploiting children.
yeah,
It's
yeah, dude, it is.
deep.
I know someone whose like younger sister got hacked and got like scammed.
Dude, they're
Uh,
deep, and Roblox is making so. I think, dude, look it up. Just look up how much money Roblox is worth. It's like up there with like the biggest developing companies, and
Oh,
like the people who make the games are like most are young children, and then the big developer teams in there, they make their own bread by like advertising on there and doing all that shit,
yeah.
and
mm,
they'll like create the games, and like they'll just it's like a cycle of just exploiting kids, getting money, and just over and over again. And it's so
No.
fucking popular. Yeah, look how much Roblox is worth.
bro, I saw that the stock's at $90 right now.
Didn't it start at like 300?
I think it did. It looked like it's been a slow decline since it started.
Look, Roblox. How much is Roblox worth? They're $38 billion. Go.
Damn.
That's up there with like some of the biggest fucking. Probably up there with like Activision. I think it's probably even more than Activision.
They own Disney Channel at this point.
They
They could
do.
buy Disney Channel.
They figured out the way to like keep money in there. It's like CS:GO. Like you could trade skins, but these were adults usually. These are children. It's children are like really susceptible to like scams, to like swiping a credit card without understanding what they're actually doing. Just happens in a fucking kid
Whoever
game.
thought of this is like a genius. Let me just make a platform where just people just put their own games on it, and then I just
I know.
make the money from it.
It's so yeah, they're fucking They're rich as fuck right now.
I went on it the other day and they have like oh yeah, they have a lot of games. They have like horror games. They have CS:GO on there.
Yeah,
They have like kind of like GTA RP type of worlds.
yeah.
Like, I think we talked about the, like the hood game, but they also have like
Yeah.
more calm worlds that are just like peaceful when you buy houses and all that. Pets.
Uh, I don't even remember when Roblox started like popping off. Like it just recently when we were when you guys remember that episode when we had like we were talking about Roblox, the same one where it was like we were talking about the hood.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Roblox was like that popular.
Oh, I
And then
knew it was popular.
now I noticed that like my cousins are always playing Roblox. Always like either playing Roblox on their phone or on a computer. You could probably run that shit on your refrigerator if you wanted to. It's like
Uh,
it's that easy to run.
it says Roblox been around since 2004. I haven't heard. I haven't even. I feel like it was just recently that I found out about Roblox, like a few years ago.
I played it. I played like I think they had like hide and seek. I think I remember playing hide and seek on Roblox. It's like
Jeez.
really janky.
Yeah, they just copy a bunch of games that are just like janky.
Yeah, that seemed janky. Like some random ass shit you would just play, and then all of a sudden we fast forward to now, and then I remember that episode, and then I looked into it, and I saw that like Roblox was popping off.
Yeah, I mean, they just be copying. I think I saw they had a Squid Game on there. Among Us, kind of like VRChat. They have those games also.
VRChat has that.
Yeah, VRChat has games like in it that people make, but it's not it's not like a common thing. You really see.
Yeah, that's what I noticed when I was watching when I first. Okay, this is my first time opening this game. Is like I was like, this kind of reminds me of like Roblox. Like you create like someone created this fucking house.
Yeah.
Like they gave them they this the game the developers provide them with like tools to make shit like this, and then people just go wild and do whatever the fuck they want with it. Kind of like Roblox. Have you seen like you can get in there and like play around with like the mechanics that they have to like create worlds?
With Roblox?
Yeah, like we could literally I think maybe you do need a subscription. I don't know how that works, but like you can go in there and like start creating a fucking world, and like they have like
Oh,
3D models and stuff.
oh, like they have the world creator thing, like if within the Roblox website.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, that makes it a lot more simple.
Yeah, we can go in there and fucking start creating a world.
Yeah.
And then those are universal, so everybody gets those. But it's what like they just Roblox provides that for the kids, for the developers, and then from there they just create worlds, games.
Oh, yeah, no wonder. I mean, VRChat's like way more difficult. You gotta look at the software development kit. You gotta download Unity. You gotta like
What?
actually
No.
you gotta actually like learn how to do this.
Dude, I want to show you guys this or show this because Maddie, uh, his dad called him right.
Yeah.
This one article. I don't know if you want to look this one up. It's
Uh,
actually I'll post it on Discord. It was
okay.
basically it was two teens from Texas. I think they were 18 actually. Uh, killed their entire family, and one of like the reasons for it, like they wrote a
A diary, a letter.
yeah like when someone like a memo or what is it called, like the reasons for why they did it.
Yeah.
Um, because one of the reasons was because The Office, the way The Office ended the show, pissed them off, and they ended up writing that in their letter for why they did it, and ended up two of them, both of them. I think one of them killed their dad, and the other one killed like their mom, sister, and grandma.
Hell
And
no.
one of the reasons was because
Bro,
the way The Office ended.
that's some psychopath. Sane. serial killer type of energy.
Let me see. Let me. Two Texan brothers kill family. This shit. When I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? Or you gotta read this. This is like, The Onion. Have you ever seen their?
Yeah, I've seen Onion. When did you see this?
Yes. I think yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Oh yeah. This was posted April 6, 2021. With
Look,
the office rant.
it says 2 Texas brothers accused of slaughtering 4 family members before killing themselves said they easily got weapons because gun control is a joke, and we were sent off the rails partly from watching TV's The Office, and they wrote that in a 12-page note.
Bruh, they probably. I don't even know. That's insane.
Isn't that fucking like straight out of like The Onion? Shit you would read from The Onion.
That story's like so crazy. Like that doesn't even sound real. But
It's like a simulation type of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy that something like this actually would ever. Why would you? That's just crazy. Apparently, one of the reasons that for killing like their family was because their family would end up being too sad to deal with the fact that their sons committed suicide. So they ended up just like quote unquote putting them out of their misery ahead of time,
My
if that makes
God.
sense.
That
They were
makes
just like
sense, but it's very, very crazy.
it you understand the reasoning, but it's so stupid why they didn't even get the chance to like fight for themselves. Even though like that would be some can't just go outright asking if that would be you like, are you okay if I killed myself and then killed you too, just so you won't be sad?
Bruh, how did they even get a gun? That's insane.
Well, it is Texas. Sure, they probably
They know
found that shit in
people.
their mailbox or something.
In the mailbox, he just told the mailman.
Just Amazon Prime it. Yeah, they wrote gun control is in the U.S. is a joke in their post,
Bruh.
and it was 2 of them too, and one of them had like a full ride, I think, to college.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the article. He did. Bruh, imagine the neighbors. They must have been like, yo, like.
Word, like, I wonder how long it took. I don't know if the article says for like someone to find out.
Also, too, when I'm also curious when stuff like that happens, where people just like die or get murdered in houses. Like, how do they go about selling the house? Because obviously,
Somebody's
the
getting
real
an
estate.
inheritance.
Like even like the family, it doesn't go to the family. Like the real estate agency has to sell it. Like how do they even go about explaining like, oh yeah, people died here, but
They don't see that shit. They clean up and it's a new house.
it's a new
Like,
house. Don't even drop the price down.
nah,
Instead, they just paint it and say they got renovated and actually put the price even higher.
yeah, dude, this is so fucking weird. He says, "Allow me to explain," and this is in reference to why he did it. He says, "Anyone who knew me knew that I operate on pure logic, like some shit like Ben Shapiro would say." And he says,
Nah,
"Every decision I make is based on a pros and cons list, including the one to kill my family."
nah.
What?
That's insane.
Sad ass story though. It's just bizarre.
Very bizarre story.
Fucking weird ass. Very weird shit that just happens in America or like around the world.
Yeah, dude. People
Shit
are.
just happens.
It's a simulation. It's a movie.
Mhm. What if we solved the riddle in the meantime?
Let
Wait, what are we
me.
doing?
We're gonna you know how YouTube has like people on YouTube make like riddles? These fucking riddles on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to see if we could solve one while we waited for you.
Okay.
Alright. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Go back. This is by the infographic show, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, it is. Oh no, it's not.
We gotta do like Brightside, like this one.
Yeah, do like a 8.4 million one. Only it says only 5% can crack. Let's see if we're 5%.
Oliver was attacked in his flat and taken to the hospital. There are 4 suspects, all of them Oliver's neighbors. Wow, I'd find another apartment. Amelia said she'd been walking in the park since early morning. Henry explained he had been painting in his studio and had heard nothing. Jacob said he had been repairing his car. Sophia answered she'd been taking a bath for the past 3 hours. Look at these people's hands and try to figure out who's lying.
What'd they do to him?
The first girl was lying at ice cream. She eat ice cream.
Oh, yep.
It was the morning.
It's
It was
a
the
bit
morning.
strange that Jacob, who was repairing his car, and Henry, who was painting, both have such clean hands. But they could
Wait,
be wearing
clean?
gloves. On the other hand,
I thought those shadows were
Sophia's
stains.
hands and fingers don't have wrinkles. But it would be a natural skin reaction after 3 hours in a bathtub. Sophia, you've been caught smooth-handed. The police found out there was a new smuggler in town.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
3
that
people
girl.
were under suspicion. Luna, a school bus driver, Jackson, a fire truck driver, and Daniel, an ambulance driver. All of them claim to have been busy with their work since the very morning. Can you figure out who's the smuggler?
Middle one, fuck it.
Bro, what the?
Look at the car Daniel drives. On such vehicles, the word ambulance is normally written backward. It's done
What?
so that other
I
drivers
wouldn't
can
know that, no
instantly
way.
read the inverted word in their rearview mirrors. Well, it seems Daniel has given himself away. It was the day when Jacob was supposed to be discharged from the hospital. He had spent a couple of months there and underwent several surgeries. His doctor told him he was going to be fine. It was safe for Jacob to leave the hospital. But the guy didn't believe these promises. In low spirits, he walked home. On the way, he accidentally bumps into an elderly lady. She gets furious and started to shout at Jacob. But instead of arguing back, he hugged the woman and ran home. Why?
He robbed her.
Alright, he took a shit. I don't know.
He proved that she was alright. That he was alright. Because
Jacob
he was
had
curious
hearing
about it.
loss. He didn't believe his problem could be helped. But when he heard the woman shouting at him, he realized the
let's go.
doctor had
Jesus.
told him the truth. Maybe the doctor should have shouted. Chloe stayed late at the office that day. When she was driving home, the woman was worn out. At one moment, she even started to doze off. That's when it happened. She spun off the road and crashed through the fence that was on her way. She couldn't control the car anymore. It slipped down a steep hill and ended up in a lake. Chloe couldn't move her arms. They were stuck. She couldn't undo her seatbelt or open
What
the
the
door.
fuck?
The car sank
No.
to the bottom of the lake. Was Chloe doomed?
Done.
Rescue
Wait,
arrived
was Chloe
3
what?
hours later.
Doomed.
The woman was still in the car, but she was alive. How did she survive?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
The
The
windows
windows,
didn't
it
crack?
wasn't that deep. It was just a
Yeah.
pond. Yeah.
After the car hit the bottom of the lake, the water only came
it's a
up to
lake.
Chloe's throat. It was a very shallow lake.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
thing,
there you
huh?
go.
It was Jack's birthday, and the fellow got a present he had been dreaming about for
The
ages,
fellow.
a motorbike. The next morning, he rode his bike to college and left it at the parking lot. During lunchtime, Jack decided to check on his motorbike. Imagine his horror when he found out someone had broken the mirrors. The security guard told Jack only 3 other people had left his building in the afternoon. They were Owen and Sam, 2 best friends, and Layla, the girl who once liked Jack but got turned down by him. Owen said he and Sam had gone to the campus cafe to get sandwiches for lunch. Sam confirmed this. He then added the bike could have been damaged by Layla out of revenge. But Layla told Jack her mother had visited her and they had spent 2 hours together. So, who's lying?
Hand details. Anybody bleeding? What's going? Free
I
food
don't
delivery?
see
Nothing. I
Jack
don't
is
know.
fucking
Owen
food
has a
delivery.
paper bag with food delivery written on it. It means the guys ordered their lunch, not bought it in the cafe. They broke Jack's mirrors and tried to frame Layla.
What?
Not a good reflection on them, huh?
Christ.
Detective Taylor was chasing a dangerous
I
criminal.
know it.
Suddenly, the man entered a hospital. Oh no, there are hundreds of rooms there. Luckily, it was raining, and the criminal left footprints on the hospital floor. The detective followed them and got into a small room. There were 3 people there, all covered in bandages from head to toe. But one of them was a fake patient. Who?
It was raining, so he had to be wet. 3, he doesn't have the IV, the one all the way to the left.
Yeah, he doesn't have no idea.
It was the dude in the middle. He didn't
What?
even have a
It's-
medical
he's-
chart next to his bed.
Yeah.
Oh
Very good
my
job on the
god.
bandages, though.
The
The
officer's covering
CEO
the
of a
IV.
large company called the police. He was sure that one of his employees, Victoria, had stolen a memory card with secret information. She was going to sell it to their competitors. The police arrived at Victoria's house, but the woman didn't let them in without a warrant. The officers had to leave to get all the necessary papers. By the time they were back, Victoria had already been sitting in her car, ready to drive off. The police officers arrested the woman. They searched her car and clothes, but found nothing. And then, when they were about to give up, one of the detectives realized where Victoria kept the memory card. Can you figure it out?
In her right hand, because she's fucking clenching it.
In
her
her
left hand?
hair.
And
It's her
When the
earring.
police first came to her, the woman had her hair down.
Oh my
But
god.
after that, Victoria changed her hairstyle. The memory
What?
card is in her bun. Yep, Victoria and her sticky bun.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Michael was going home from the gym when everything went black. When he regained consciousness, he found out he was in a locked room. Next to the door, there was a computer with a keyboard. On the screen, there was a riddle. Michael had to write the correct answer and the door would open. The riddle went like this. It makes 2 people out of 1. What is it? Michael typed the needed word and
X.
the door opened. He was free to go.
Wait, no.
What was the answer?
It makes 2 people out of 1. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's a mirror. Oh, I was guessing a buzzsaw, but this one is better and not as messy. 2 best friends, Emily and Luna, came to a popular and expensive hair salon. At first, the administrator told the girls they had just one available hairstylist. But after making a phone call, she happily announced she had found another hairdresser. Emily and Luna could have their hair done at the same time. But in the process, it dawned on the girls that one of the hairstylists was fake.
Why
Which
do they look
one?
like that?
Oh, I didn't even hear what they said.
Hairstylist
One of
was
the
fake.
hairdressers fake.
Which one?
The left one, dude, isn't she has like, what is that?
She has like 2
weird-
or something.
Yeah, like weird.
Feels like a can of something. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
Both hairstylists are using regular scissors, but instead of hairspray, the one on the left is holding a can of bug spray. Yeah, that's a big clue right there. A man on a
She got
bike
buck tooth,
grabbed
too?
Sarah's bag with all her documents, money, and smartphone and sped off. The only way the girl can get her bag back is by taking someone's car and driving after the criminal. There are 2
What?
vehicles parked nearby.
Yeah, that's the only.
Which
That's
one
the
can
only.
Sarah break into and drive off? Whoops, I mean borrow.
Shut your bitch ass up.
The one
yeah,
on
okay.
the one with the guy in it on the far left. He can give her a ride.
No, she
A man
she
is
wouldn't
sitting
break
in
into
the
that
blue
one.
car. That's no good. If she decides to take the red car, CCTV will spot her. Her only option is the brown vehicle. Oh, and
Fucking
Sarah, don't
racism.
forget to return the wheels when you get your bag back. Otherwise,
course.
you'll be Grand Theft Sarah. Mary and her younger brother Alex were mushroom hunting in the forest. Wait, mushroom hunting? What do? Sneak up on them so they don't escape? Anyway, they started a
What?
quarrel. Alex got angry and ran away. After several minutes, Mary rushed after him. She was still fuming, but also worried. Soon, the girl reached a small river. A man was sitting on the shore. Did you see a teenager here? Mary asked. Yep, he's just taken a boat and made it to the other side. But Mary didn't believe the man. Why?
You fucking ate him.
Because the paddles are on the right side. Paddles are right next
Oh
to
yeah,
him.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
The boat is indeed on the other side, but the paddles are lying next to the man. How could the boy cross the river without them? So, where's Alex? Kidnapped by the escape mushrooms? We may never know. Ella came to a party that took place in her best friend's house. It was a riddle party. All the guests had to crack mysteries and participate in different challenges. Ella's task was to get out of a locked room in the basement. The girl was blindfolded, taken downstairs, and left alone. After pulling the piece of cloth off her eyes, Ella noticed the door had a code lock. She also spotted a sheet of paper lying on the floor next to the door. There were 4 flowers drawn there. Ella looked at them for a while and entered the correct code. The door opened and the girl joined the party. So, what was the code?
It's the leaves on the flowers.
Yeah, the amount of petals.
Was that 5664?
Wow. That is, yeah.
Ella counted
Seven?
the
Oh,
petals
five, seven,
on
eight,
each
four.
flower. The code was 5748. Carter was visiting his friend
Wait,
Mateo,
what? He said it
who
wrong.
lived in another
Said it
city.
wrong.
Mateo loved riddles. In the evening, he challenged Carter to get the key to the guest room where the guy was supposed to be sleeping. Mateo dropped the key in the bucket filled with cold water and told Carter to get it. But he couldn't touch the water or use anything to pull the key out. That night, Carter slept in the guest room. How did he get the key?
Just
not
dump the
paying attention.
bucket, dude. Then grab the key, problem solved.
He put the bucket over a fire. The water started to boil and soon evaporated.
Genius.
After
Or just
that,
dump the water.
Carter picked the key up. Mateo was steamed.
Or just put your fucking
Nora
hand in
was
there.
an insurance
Grab the
agent.
water.
Once, her client called her early in the morning. The woman was in tears. At night, someone had broken into her house. By the time the woman had enough courage to go downstairs, the thief had
Why
already
would you
taken
call your
all the
friend back?
valuables.
Call the
When she
police.
looked out of the window, the man was running away. Do you remember what he looked like? Nora asked. The client answered, "It was still dark outside. I understood it was a man, tall and thin. He had dark hair and was wearing a V-neck t-shirt." Nora immediately realized her client had staged the burglary. How did she figure it out?
What?
You a hoe, that's why.
Her phone.
It was dark, and the man was running away from the client's house. Then how could the woman see he was wearing a V-neck t-shirt? Beats me.
Oh my god.
What?
I'd have to imagine that.
I
They have
cannot.
some, like fucking slaves in like India or something writing these out for them, and like they're just fucking pumping these out.
No way.
These are the stupidest. People are like,
Yeah.
I love these riddles. Pirates. Can imagine people get off to these videos, just feel so fucking powerful.
I'm a detective now.
Yeah. Put this shit down on your resume.
I'm about to make a career switch. Yeah. I don't know.
Stupid.
Amazing videos. Keep up the work. Yeah.
No way.
Everybody's commenting on how he said the password question wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I said. In the riddle of the bucket of water, he could have also taken out the water by holding the bucket upside down. Yeah.
That's too easy. You wanted to put that shit in the flame and just do it like smart ass.
Yo.
I love them.
Tough
Dude,
and
somebody just
intelligent
goes
riddles.
hard. Wait, it's a...
Very hard quiz. Amazing video. Thank you.
This
You
bitch
helped
is-
my son a lot.
This son must be fucking stupid. This son must be lacking in fucking something.
Oh,
I
man.
like that you had little jokes in the end of the riddles.
I'm a kid, but I'm still going to try. A lot of these riddles don't supply the necessary amount of information. Then solve them as the cars go into the bottom of the lake.
I used to be so stupid to understand these.
Bunch of idiots.
Said I got 14 out of 14. I'm very happy.
Or are they wildin'?
Fucking smart as hell, man. Those were really retarded. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't remember them being that dumb when I watched them years ago.
Nah, because you were watching them and yeah, I'd imagine they ran out of material like after like 4 videos. There's only so
'Cause
many
I
good
remember
riddles.
I remember like the two that I watched years ago. They're actually like not that bad. But these were on another level.
I'd imagine they have to have like some people just in the office just going hard on these riddles.
Yeah, I mean they be going hard on the 2D animation though. That shit.
Yeah, they do. They'd be on Adobe Illustrator just hacking away. I think we wrap it
Yes, sir.
with those riddles because that shit fried my brain. Do it. All right, this has been the plug-in VR chat background thing.
The Discord video, Riddle,
Yeah, Riddle
Saga.
series.